They're telling me I'm live. Hey, what's up, Scott Walker of the Residential Creation Films, and today it is Friday, November the 17th, 2023, or as Phil pointed out the other day, November comes from Novum, which is 9, but November sounds better than 11 so that. And it's a fantastic and wonderful day for a live stream. Hopefully, the audio is in sync and working. Hopefully, the image looks nice, that it's not so darkened as it has been in the past. Hopefully, everything is working because we're back on StreamYard. And not in sync. Images, you're kidding. You're kidding. I tested all morning. Unbelievable. How far out is it? That's insane. I tested it over and over and over again. Well, let's just pull the old earbud trick, and we'll let's see here. Connect. I'm just gonna connect Bluetooth. This is dumb. I mean, really, I literally tested over and over again. Connect. Okay, how about that? Is the audio better now? Is it in sync? Hopefully it's in sync. I made it sound in sync here. What? Now I'm all confused. All right, let me know how it is now. On my way to pick up Rex. No, you are not picking up Rex. He's happily asleep. All right, y'all let me know by saying, typing pancakes, and then saying if it's lagging or not, because it should be. This should. Good grief. Show Bluetooth. We're paired. Is it connected? There. I'll just leave that open. Okay, how about that? Let's see. Let's switch to this. Then we'll switch to Rex. Oh, wow. He's zombified. Yeah. Okay. How about that? Tell me how that is. Drifts in and out of sync. Interesting. I mean to tell you, I tested all freaking day getting it where it was working and I could replicate it over and over again. Is it tolerable? Because if it ain't tolerable, I don't know what to do. I mean, StreamYard, y'all got to fix your stuff. Oops, I just... yeah. King says, good evening. What is your for sure buys during Black Friday deals? I'm usually looking at software, actually. I don't really have anything big right now I'm looking at. Lucas says, hi. Is your camera the Pocket 3? It is not. Not in sync. Image is good. Danny, hello, Danny. Matt's like, no, it sucks. Hello, Ollie, how are you? Ooh, and Ollie has jumped into the DSMC3 world. Welcome, Mr. Komodo X owner. No joke. Pictures at least 1 second. Speaking of sync, someone got my ID when... Let's see. Everything is out of sync here. Greg says, I made it. Sound in sync here. Hey, y'all. On my way to pick up... No, you're not. Picture 2 seconds advance. Lagging. Scott is late. Pancakes. Lagging. Sync is all over the place. StreamYard, y'all have got to do better. I mean, this is silly. This is supposed to fix it. This fixed it every other time. As soon as I connected to this, I don't know. It was working. Drifts in and out of sync. Well, we're dealing with it for this time. I mean, welcome to classic Scott. For a moment it was in sync, then went back to 3. Okay, let's try pulling out the AirPod. I pulled it out, and we'll see what happens. Close now. Pancakes. I mean, Pancakes are good. Question for y'all. Do y'all put sugar in your pancakes? If not, why not? I mean, they're called pancakes. Half second. Now 2 seconds. Is your camera the Pocket 3? It is not. If we all look at Rex, it's tolerable. Yeah, but look at his eyes, though. Those are creepy. Look how good he looks. He's all special with his special lens and all. He looks all looked. It's 3 seconds off. I don't know. I think the world's off, and I'm just fine. How about that? It's a non-issue for me. Good. I like it, King. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Greg. Speaking of sync, anyone got an idea when Deity plans to release their PR2 recorder? I do not know. I do not know. All I know is that they seem to be having all kinds of fun bringing stuff in through the docks. Congratulations. Thank you, Luca. Yes, my youngest just got married last Saturday. She's now a happily married woman. And Rex says, I miss Allie. Oops. Rex is snoring. Rex is snoring. Yeah. Well, that's my breathing heavy. That's what it is. We have lots of, every single time the ice maker kicks on. So you're going to hear lots of stuff that's not in sync. I wonder if we will have to wait until Cyber Monday for the Final Cut Pro update. I don't know, and I've honestly given up on Final Cut. I've tried and tried. Ollie says Komodo X is an amazing little cam, and little is the key. I'm interested. I'm just waiting for Ollie to come out and admit that it looks as good as Dragon. It's going to happen. He's probably hurting right now. And he's like kicking cans, like, no, I can't say it. We can't say it. Did he finally get it? Yes, he did. Believe the hype. I've seen pictures of it. It's real. I believe his message was, well, this happened. It's an excellent happening. I'm getting it very soon, Ollie. What will you do with your... Oh, wait. Luca. Sorry. You were saying Ollie, and I was saying Allie, but that's two different things. Two different congratulations. It's funny. King, it's still a C cam, LOL, and main photo. Oh, please. Laughing. Congrats. It's better. Is it synced at 1/80,000th of a second? I'm sure it's not. And, to be fair, no one knows what the Sony can actually do. Those who've played with that Sony A7 IV Mark II, they're not A7, A9 Mark III, are on beta firmware. It's 0.8 version firmware, so it's got a lot. And they can't actually see the raw data yet. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see on that one. And it doesn't ship till March. It's not a coming right up thing. Congrats on the run. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I mean, I just shuffle them along, and then they do their own thing. You know how the crazy kids are. Where is my... there it is. It's right in front of me. That's really smart. There we go. We've got the air conditioner on today because it's Texas. It can't make up its mind, and it's off. I don't know what to. It's obviously StreamYard. Maybe I'll try it on a Mac here soon, and we'll see. King says, I'm getting the 24-105 2.8, so I need a full frame RF cam. So R5C it will be. Raptor is going to wait a little longer. I hear an R5 II is coming very soon. No, not Black Friday, but Red has enticements to the end of the year. That is a good point, Danny. Red has, was it 10% off Komodo packages? I mean, That's a good deal. It's a good. And speaking of good deals, this one was really interesting. I was talking to Sutton over at Mutiny, and he was showing me some things that may or may not be coming in the future. And then I was like, you really need to be pushing these fat USB cables that he's making, and they're silicone, and they're really, really flexible, like silly flexible, but they're capable of 120 watts of power delivery, and they're high speed USB-C. I don't know which one, but I know that they crank. And they're available in 1 and 2 meters with USB-C to C or C to Lightning. And then they have a little LED in there. And now the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a special deal that he's doing right now for all you wonderful live stream folks. He's running a sale on these because I said something. And so it's just for you guys. There's a coupon code. It's Balkum, Balkum, and it's 25% off these. And these are actually very inexpensive. And every order will get a sticker and a patch as well. And, well, not this patch, the Mutiny patch. This is the Komodo one. You get a sticker and patch, and I think you get this size sticker. Or maybe it's this size sticker. I don't know. But they come in a multitude of colors, and I'm telling you, these things are incredible. Mostly because they're super, super flexible. So run over to mutiny.store, and you can buy those whenever you want. I'm sure he's not going to cut it off during the thing here, but it's 25% off, and I think they start at like $10. I mean, they're really good. The thing I like about them is they're so easy to just throw into a bag because they don't keep a memory. They're awesome. And we'll touch on that again here. See, I'm still testing, but I do concede this is on par with Dragon for sure. Ooh, man, tis the season. Sync much improved. Interesting. Big congrats on the marriage. So thank you, Dave. I mean, you don't have to Allie, not Ollie. What's up with the moon? I took that picture. It's just behind. So, I mean, it's a nice background. Gives you something to look at. But I took that picture, and I was really impressed with it. The red deals are really good. And I have a prop to burn today. This one is actually sent to me by one of our friends out here. Yes. We know who we're talking about. Hello, Frank. Yep, Frank sent this over. Thank you, Frank. We're going to enjoy this one today. Enjoy burning it to the ground. I'm running a Canon EOS R as a B cam. It was given to me from a friend. Definitely needs some new glass, RF style, maybe. I'm telling you, dude, the 24 to 105 2.8, although it seems pricey at $3,000, that's going to be a killer lens for anybody and everybody because with RF, because it's fast and it's got that perfect focal length. Gregor says, "Got to give me some of those cables." Do. Nice. They lots of colors. This one is the not Balkan blue, the official not Balkan blue color. I think there was orange. Let's see. Let me go. I have their store up. I was looking. Oh, and I just in transparency, I told him that he was offering me commission. I was like, no, I don't want commission. Just give the deal to the people. The people love the stuffs and the things. So black, orange, blue, white, yellow, red. So I make nothing. I just smile and happiness that people are going to get to experience these awesome cables. 1 and 2 meters, 3 feet, 6 feet. They are they're, oh, let's see, that was red, sold out. Okay, well, that was quick. They're $12. So $12 for C to C. Let's see what colors we got here. $12. $12. So 1 meters are, wow, these are going fast. 16. So $16 for 2 meters and $12 for 1 meter. And you get 25% off with the coupon code BALCOM. And then the Lightnings are, let's see, they're 12 as well for the 1-footers. And I guess he's out of all of the, 1 meters. I guess he's out of the 2 meters on there. Okay. Let's see here. Holger, yes, I did see your question earlier. You sent it at like 11 o'clock, and I was hopeful that you were going to be coming back because it's an interesting question. Long time for the channel, thank you. I'm on a budget and considering to buy an FS700R with a Shogun Inferno recorder, 10-bit, 60 FPS, 4K, built-in ND, XLR, 1,600 euros. Sound investment. Is it a sound investment? Questionable. 1,600 euros, I think, would be, what, about 2,000 American? The reason I say questionable is, although that camera can do quite a lot, it is going to leave you longing in some areas that many cameras today can do. So the 10-bit 60 FPS, honestly, that's not that big of a deal right now. Almost any camera, I mean, in that price range is going to be able to do that. Now, what it can do is it can do the really high frame rates. Where the FS700 really lacks, in my opinion, is its dynamic range. That camera has, I mean, and keep in mind, you were talking about a camera from 8 years ago, 9 years ago, maybe? Is that right? Seems about right. I think it has somewhere around 10 stops of dynamic range. And like almost any like mirrorless camera that you buy, let me grab almost any mirrorless camera right here. Like this is the R7, and I believe it has 13 and a half stops. It's considerable. And why I say that way is dynamic range is one of those things you can deal with it, but once you experience higher dynamic range, you're going to want it. And so at that point, literally everything that you're buying is kind of unnecessary and unneeded for any other gear that you might buy. So, I mean, if your heart is dead set on it, then buy it. You know, don't let me tell you what to do. I'm certainly not trying to. I'm just warning you of where I would find the lacking in there. Let's see here. People were chatting in on this as well. Dave says absolutely nothing. Well, thanks, Dave. Canon 24-105 continues the new Canon almost attractive products with crazy compromises. Like micro HDMI. I don't get that one. It's on this one too, and I just don't get it. I also don't get all in the camera lineup. So they have full frame and they have the Super 35 APS-C size, and the difference between them is almost nothing. But why do they have one that doesn't use the standard LP60 batteries? They have those others that are the smaller batteries, and they're similar in price, but are they similar in specs is the bigger thing. It's really weird to me. Ollie says FS700 via external recorder is probably my favorite Sony image. Really? We used it on a gosh, this was 2020, and we used it on a food commercial, and we used it for the high speed, and it looked okay. I feel like that dynamic range is a thing. Let's see. That's a nice prop. Yes, indeed. Nanny says you look like you've been snuffing out on your right arm. Oh, so yeah, this is the remnants of the brown recluse. This is the second bite right here. So it is way, way better. It literally looks like almost like a cigarette burn, but it was about that big around. In fact, you could kind of see right there. You could kind of see. Whoops, sorry. You could kind of see the outline of it. I can't draw this way. Wow. So it goes around like that. It was huge. So it's almost completely healed now, which is fantastic. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Good job." I told him that I wasn't coming in, that I trimmed up. I did my own little surgery on it, and I did everything I was supposed to do. And he's like, "That's a good job." What would the R5 II do better than the R5C? Thoughts? I would imagine the R5 II is going to not overheat, as well as a couple of other quick little fun features. Dave says, star. Danny says, I'm also concerned about the lenses that rely on digital processing. I'm there with you, Danny. I really am. Integral performance. Will the look good on red, which I assume lacks Canon digital corrections? I don't know if that's true, Danny, and I can't get any answer on that. What I suspect is that I think that Red and Canon are friends, and friends share things. I don't know. Share is probably the wrong word. License, whatever. I don't know, but that's my guess. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, once or twice, 3-4 times a day per hour. King for sure, frame rates likely, and a ton of photocentric features. Yes, I agree with that. Cool. Some reported getting 14 stops out of the FS700. I have never seen that. I don't dislike the footage that I get out of it, but I was never blown away. I was blown away back then. I remember considering it because, oh my God, it can do 240 frames a second at full res. That's a very good point. I had not considered that. 2012. Yeah, so Holger, it's a tough one. In the end, you're going to need to make the decision. And what I tell people is, when it comes to making decisions like this, ask around, get advice, and then in the end, you make the decision that's right for you. And then, when you make your decision, whatever it is, stand by it. Just stand by it. You don't have to sell anybody on it. Just stand by it. And so that way, if you decide to do it and some great new camera comes out that happens to be $1,600, who cares? Great. It's a great new camera. You've got this. You're happy. Go make stuff with it. That's what I tell people. I mean, like I bought, when I bought my original Epic, it was right after that they came out with DSMC2. Cool. DSMC2 is great. I like it. That's a DSMC2 right there. But I wasn't ticked. I wasn't mad. A lot of people, they want to blow their stacks. They're like, when something new comes out, and They could have had it. They could have had it. I don't care. I make peace with my decisions. When I make a decision, I decide to buy it or not, and then I stick with it. Doesn't matter if the price drops in half tomorrow. Sure, I'm going to feel a little, well, that would have been nice, but who cares? If it was good for you to make the decision, yes, then it's good for you. That's all you got to do. I figured a R5 II would definitely up the photo power, but what about that on the video side? I don't know. Got a bit of a long-winded question for you. All right, Gregory. You know there's no wind when you type. Unless you type break wind. And don't type that. Now that the strikes are over, market is going to pick up and the lens cuff will start selling it. That is true. And y'all know about the lens cuff, right? We had Gregory on here. The lens cuff torque your motors because you can attach your motors almost directly to your lens so that it can't slip. So nice little segue into there, Gregory. So I'm contemplating the purchase of a new red camera. That's an interesting question there, Gregory. Danny says, the FS700's claim to fame was the slow-mo recorded into high-speed internal memory that offloaded non-real-time to the SD card. Yeah, we used the Odyssey 7Q when we did the high-speed. And it was, the thing about it, though, it's very similar to like the ZV-1 and the RXs in that at 240, it was pure resolution. At 480, it was half line skipped. And then at 960, it was quad line skipped, if I'm not mistaken. What would play well with a 1 or 2 Komodo OG cameras? Honestly, every camera will play well with Komodo OGs, except the helium. I still don't like helium. It really boils down to what sensor size are you looking for, because that will help you dictate. What frame rates are you looking for? That will help you dictate. And what resolution are you looking for? That'll help you dictate. And then the other questions would be, do you need high quality audio, or are you going to be using external audio? Be a good question. Ollie says, King, I feel they will improve the DR. Autofocus is there. They'll likely run the R5C2 adopt similar. I tend to agree with there. Great points. Thank you, Scott. Holger, let me know what you decide. I do want to know, and if you get it, let us see what you do. I mean, it's always about sharing. V-RAPTOR, VistaVision, Super 35, or Komodo X. Yep, that's a tough one. I like the idea of VistaVision to use a bunch of glass, yes. And the higher frame rates, yes. As Jared says, once you go VistaVision, you never go back. So that's what he keeps saying. If you go on Vimeo and search FS700, there's some gorgeous. Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dynamic range, believe me. Star Wars, the first one, was shot on a potato. Or no, what was Lucas using? It had a horrible dynamic range. It was like 7 stops is all it had. It might have been 9. But you could still make it. As long as you keep everything within the 7 stops, you're going to be fine. And that's the important thing to do. Let me turn that off. Let's see what happens. How's the sync? Is it okay? Is it going in and out and we just don't care? So, I mean, that being said, if you are shooting a beautiful sunset and you want your talent to be, in line with that sunset, just bring some lights up on your talent. It can help. Don Tachan, what is up, dude? How are you? Great mindset. Ooh. I want to talk to you, Don. We'll chat offline here. I got some questions for you. Standing by camera decisions is. Whoa! What happened to my? Oh, there we go. There we go. Standing by camera is like making yourself stop shopping for a new car the day after you buy one. It's hard to stop. Yeah, I know. Emotions run high. But always do logic. Logic pays. Logic says, if I can make money on this, if I can use this, if this feature will do something for me, then it makes sense. Make it make sense. Let's see here. On the topic of Odyssey, what happened to them? I believe they bankrupted, if I remember correctly. I think that was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I think they were in trouble, if I recall. I don't, they just kind of poof. Kind of like this prop here in a moment. Thank you, Frank. For those keeping score at home, this is the prop I'm burning. I'm not in any way endorsing that you burn props. I'm just stating that this is the prop I'm going to burn. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Man, some of these bands that they put on here to secure the props. Oh, that one came off easy. Ooh. That'd be funny if they start putting fortunes on the back. I was like, what is that? Let's see what we got here. And my nose is already stuffed up. We had both wife and I, when the storms blew through, and we got sinus infections. So my nose is already clogged up right now just because I had the air conditioner on because it was hot. I was hanging lights for a future shoot. So yeah, my nose is going to be sounding funny. Nice light. Let's see here. Multicam Pocket 3 live streams possible rig config. I believe it's possible. What I understand is that the live streaming on Pocket 3 is a lot to be desired. I know Reach, which is no longer Reach Films, he played a lot with it and had just nothing but trouble. Let's see here. Always external audio. Not too excited about 8K and Super 35. All right, so your question is Komodo X or V-RAPTOR VistaVision? If you want frame rates, if you want more dynamic range, if you want VistaVision, it's an easy choice. If you don't care about either of those and you need to save money, then Komodo X. I had it. Yeah, we should talk about The Killer. Off your recommendation, great film. I was kind of mixed on it. We watched it literally right after the live stream. What I felt was it felt a little different for Fincher, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, because everyone deserves to not be the same thing and to branch out and to try different things. I felt it was a little slow at times, and I kind of missed the Fincher plot twists. I'm just a sucker for those Fincher plot twists. I think it looked incredible. It sounded incredible. The story wasn't bad. I described it as normally with a Fincher film you get like snaps of Parmesan cheese. You know, it's a hard cheese and you snap it. and something will happen and snap and snap, and that's kind of a Fincher. The way I would describe Fincher, this movie felt it more like melted mozzarella. You're just kind of pulling it, and it. I don't know. That was my opinion, but I am interested in everyone else's opinion on it. If you haven't seen it, it's worth watching. I'm going to watch it again, just so I can feel like I got everything, because, I mean, it's a Fincher movie. There's probably stuff hidden everywhere. Attack of the Clones was shot on the Cine Alta, the F900, right? What was the... But the first one was not. The first one was shot on... was it the Genesis camera? It was really bad. Let's see here. R5-2 will probably have 30-minute time limit as it's not a cinema. I don't think so. I think Ollie, didn't you say that law was gone actually? That they got rid of the video camera law. So the 30-minute limit is unnecessary. Atom OS. Huh. Dynamic range is so that post-production loves you. 30-minute is a joke. It is a joke. 30-minute limit is a law. At least I thought that was done, Luca. Was it Ollie? You said that? How's your dragon treating you, Scott? It's right there, but I've been dragging my feet. Pun, yeah. But it is going for sale. And I believe the price, I'm going to list it with everything, is $7,000 US. So that'll be body, the V-mount IO, 7-inch touch monitor. The monitor has a scratch on it. It's not perfect, but it works just fine. The two 512 red mags. I have side cages, top plates, handles galore, all kinds of stuff for it. And I think 7,000 is what it's going to be. So if anybody's interested in the Dragon. Rhetorical question. What's the dynamic range of a 90s Fisher-Price camera? 1. That's not true. That's not true. It actually, it was grayscale. You're talking about the one that recorded to audio cassettes? That had grayscale. I thought it was like 16 grayscale. That would be 6-bit? 4-bit. No, 6-bit. I think 6-bit. Half and 3/4 a stop at best. I guess V-RAPTOR it is. Wow, we're glad we can make that decision for you there, Gregory. And what do we need to do to put you into a VistaVision camera today? Olga, haha, I just saw Killer tonight. It's like Fincher's straight story. Komodo OG versus Komodo X. Pros and cons, I think you mean. Which one is more power? Oh, yeah. Komodo X is twice as power hungry as Komodo original. But with that, you get twice the frame rate. You get to run an external monitor. There's a lot of things that you get with that. So, yeah. Gregory says the Killer had some pacing issues, but the photography was insane. I agree with that. I hate comparison, but 7 has better photography too. I like 7. 7 is one of those movies I don't like watching, but I love watching. You know what I'm saying? It's dark, but it was so good. I mean, Fincher has some phenomenal. Let's just pull up his, because as soon as y'all know, as soon as I think of something, I'll forget. So I'm just gonna pull up his IMDb. Yes, he is a director. Gone Girl. Loved Gone Girl. Social Network was very cool. And a friend of mine was on that. We were talking about it 2 weeks ago. He was electric on there. That was kind of cool. Mindhunter, I absolutely adore. And unfortunately, it'll never come back. House of Cards. I loved House of Cards. Really, really did. Mank was actually good. I enjoyed that one. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Definitely liked that one. Zodiac. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. And that's the game. The game is fun. Seven is just a classic for me because you do that and it's like you got skills. You got skills, Mr. Fincher. Yep. All right. So let's see here. First one was film and a few digital. I thought it was on the. Yeah. Interesting. Hello, Tyler. Gregory says, thank you for the kind words about the lens cuff. Y'all need to go check out, go back and watch the lens cuff when Gregory is on, because it's really, really handy. It's surprising how often you can use it. It was an embargo tax. Right. But I thought it's gone. I thought it was gone. Are you teasing the cooks? Rex is. Did you know that his middle name is 709? Let's see here. Nope, that 30-minute thing is still bothering us in the EU. Well, poo. Most everybody just pays the $200 tax nowadays. $7K for a fully kitted dragon is an incredible deal. I agree. I feel like it's a fair price. I would love to get 10 for it, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So I'm pretty sure Jared let me borrow the Raptors, so that I'd buy one. Yeah, I mean it's a remarkable tease that he can do. Ollie says Cine D rated the Fisher-Price cam at 16.5 stops, proving once again that Cine D does not know how to read a Fisher-Price PXL 2000. I modified mine for composite video. I actually wanted one so bad, and they were impossible to get. Very, very, very cool. Very cool. And remember, 25% off. I mean, look at how flexible these. As I tighten to a knot. That's awesome. Completely unplanned. You could tie them into a knot. Look how flexible these are. You can perform magic tricks with them. You just take scissors and you just cut right through here, and then ta-da! It's all one big magical room. Mutiny.store, USB-C to C or C to Lightning. Lightning, for those of you who don't have an iPhone 15, is for iPhones. They come in 2 meter and 1 meter, and there's like 5 or 6 colors, and they're like $12 to $16, plus you get 25% off, and you get a sticker and a patch with every order. So coupon code Balkum. Enjoy. That's for you guys. Seriously, I want them to sell out of them, so y'all buy the heck out of them, because I just want that I think they're a good idea to be good enough for somebody to sell out on. It'd be nice. Fincher has a serious resume. Yeah, I don't even consider it a resume anymore. He's a professor. Yeah, 7 is excellent. Like you, I wait a couple of between viewings. Yeah, it's a lot. Years, yep. Let him cook. He is cooking like crazy right now. The interesting thing about these Cookes, it's hard to see right there. I'm going from 2.8 to 2.4. They go at 2.8. They're absolutely cookish. They have that really nice look. They're kind of soft a little bit on the edges, like a standard Cooke does, to kind of focus you on the front. When you go to 2.4, it just goes. it's it's a character explosion, is what it is. CA busts through like crazy. It gets all wonky on the edges. It's not displeasing, but I would say Cooke look 2.8. You really want the Cooke look, you go 2.4, and it's wild. You will see soon. Brandon says, "Yeah, that's a good deal." Yeah. Visually only, who makes the night look better, Fincher or Michael Mann? Let me refresh my memory on all of Mr. Mann's films. I haven't seen Ferrari, so wait, quit. There we go. There we go. Ooh, really? Ooh, that's funny. I did not realize that he was the director of that. It is one of my favorite movies as a kid, and I watch it now, and I'm like, that's a really weird movie. The Keep. Have y'all ever seen that one? 1983. It scared the bewaddles out of me as a kid, and yet it's not that scary. Let's see. The Heat. I really liked. Last of the Mohicans. I really liked. But I'm going to have to go ahead and say that Fincher does The Night better. That's my opinion. What do y'all think? Like, I think Gone Girl at the night scenes were awesome. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo night scenes, awesome. What's the code for Mutiny? That's Balkum, Balkum, just like it says right there. Ding, right there, just that word right there. And that's your coupon code. Phil says Fincher's first digital film was Zodiac and shot on the Thompson Viper. Ooh. Star Wars Episode 2 was shot on the F900, which inspired the Panavision Genesis. Okay. There we go. Trying to click. Thoughts on the Zack Snyder Rebel Moon trailer shot on Red Raptor? I haven't seen it yet. I have a long list of things to watch. It's been a busy week here at the Balkum household. Let them cook. That's clever. He is. Let him cook. He's the cook in this household. But are they contrasty? I wouldn't say they're super contrasty. No. I would not say they're super contrasty. I would say they're very similar to Pancrose. Not quite. Very similar. They have a really nice look. I'm looking forward. I've been lighting all day over here to see if I could get the shot All inspired by the typewriter that's there. We will be doing some cinematic typewritering. Making a step down for the 65mm lens cuff to fit the SP3. Do you have access to a 3D printer, or should I send one over to you? I do have a 3D printer, yes. These are tiny lenses. Let me grab one. I don't think people understand how small these are. Because somebody was asking, and I was trying to explain it, and they just didn't quite understand how small these lenses are. This is the 25mm. It is not a very big lens at all. The cool thing about them, they do feel really nice. Good hard stops there. Nice flow on the iris. The 100 is on the V-RAPTOR right now. The 100 is the only one that is slightly bigger, and it's that front element that it has. Rex is using the 75 right now with his I'm a Zombie. And I think this, so far, the 75 is the sharpest, the cleanest. They're all sharp. They're actually godly sharp, but not without character though. So they're really, I mean, 8K, it looks good, except on the edges where they soften up quite a bit. The 32 was the one I wanted to like the most because I really like 32 as a focal length. It was, I believe, the least sharp of the 5 set. And it's sharp in the middle, but I mean, it goes super wonky on the edge at 2.4. At 2.8, it's lovely. Contrasty. Heat is an all-time classic. Heat was the first long movie that I really... Oh, well, that's not true. I watched It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. That's a long movie. But Heat was one of those like really long movies and really good. I don't know if you could redo that. I don't know. I think someone is trying, aren't they? Are they doing a TV show or something? Or is it Heat 2? I don't know. It'd be interesting. Black Friday advice. If you needed it, you've saved. If you didn't, you've lost. Also, stay away from SanDisk portable SSDs. Completely stay away from those. They have acknowledged now that there was a problem with, I believe they were voltage transformers. I think small, little tiny, microscopic, that they would literally heat up and pop off. That's what the failure was on those. Oh, look at there. Something says code Balcom. Code Balcom. Are y'all ordering? Are y'all interested? I mean, if you're not interested, tell me that you're not interested, because I'm interested to know if you're interested, because I love these. I've got them over here on my my gaggles, because now that you have to run you have to run your phone connected to this at all times so that you can properly disclose your location. This cable is awesome because it's super flexible and I don't really feel it. I love it. Super fast, super fun, and that color ain't too bad either. Renee, it looks bananas. Can't wait for it. Ollie, but SanDisk is so secure. It's so secure, no one will ever be able to get your data. Just not those drives. King to Brandon. On that note, are you releasing a Raptor vid on Caffeinated channel per your new purchase? The glass is smaller than a Coke can. The glass is literally the size of an RF ring. I mean, that is the easiest way to describe it. It is the size of the RF itself. I mean, mirrorless really gives you some strong abilities to make a smaller camera. Why are you staring at me, dog? You're staring at me. Hey, Christopher, how are you? Nevertheless, so poll here. What does everybody think of StreamYard? Is it tolerable? I like having it's on Twitter, although I don't think anybody's on Twitter right now. It's on Facebook as well. So do y'all like having that? If I can ever get it where the audio works great, I will pay the $50 a month to get the high quality. I'm back on the cheap plan, StreamYard. Your Black Friday sound advice is sound. Also, don't go to B&H or CVP if you're hungry. Do it on a full tummy. Ooh, I am smoking a 20-pound turkey for Thanksgiving. It's going to be awesome. When I bought my Canon FD breech lock lenses as a teenager in the early 1970s, there were still no camera zoom lenses. City lenses, zooms were pretty much all ingenue. Yeah. Hey Carlos, how are you, buddy? I missed your stream. I did see that you got them all out there, so you'll set yourself up at the right time. That's awesome. I was lighting, and I really wanted. It was in my brain, and I needed to do it because I wrote it down. You know, I wrote down this is what I needed to do, so I needed to see if I could do it, which I was pleasantly surprised. Basically, we open on a man sitting in front of a typewriter on a black chair. We see nothing else. It's all black. And I wanted to make sure I could do that in this studio because it is a real pain. Even though I completely rearranged everything so that I could do things, I was concerned that I wouldn't have enough space to really get it all blacked out. But throw some duvet down. I've got a nice top-down light, and I'll do a little bit of little reflectors just to kind of give it just a chef's kiss. It's going to be okay. I'm excited. John says, "Can I watch live?" Yes, you can. I'm not watching, but the audio is great. Well, fine, Gregory. Do those Cooke lenses have eye metadata? I don't know. I did not look. They do not. They do not. No, they wouldn't, now that I think about it, because you get the RF and the EF adapters, or no, RF and E mount adapters on those when you buy them, which is kind of cool. Nope, no eye. Yep. I was like, do they? That's a really good question. Let's see here. 10 star. Live. Let's see what I'm doing here. As I'm live to live. Come on. iPad, do better. Oh, there I am. Yay, me. Oh, I'm literally live. Okay. I don't need to show myself live. Okay. King Z 10 star. Point being, Canon's FD lenses were tiny compared to EF or RF. It's true. they'll all cover full frame. EF introduced the electronics in there, so that really had to enlarge them. Gregory says, in sync now. I'm doing nothing. Wait. Somebody moved. Let's find him. There you are. He's like, oh, crap. Gotta have that puppy cam. It's the only reason people watch. When I saw Star Wars 1, the fourth one, I thought that the was a Dogma 95 Manifesto movie. Whites were so washed. Yeah, when I went to see it, I literally went to the 12 o'clock showing, 12 a.m. To see it, and it was the very first one, and it was packed. Oh my God, it was packed. I left thinking, well, that was weird. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I really loved the practical effects on episodes 3, 4, and 5. 4, 5, and 6. I love that practical, and that it was not as much practical in that one. Nice electric on the dog cam. Yes. We brought that out yesterday. We were talking about, or yesterday, Friday, same thing. We were chatting about, what in the world? So this is on topic. Star Wars documentary about the infamous 1978 holiday special sets release date. Interesting. Happy Life Day. Let's see here. Did you see the trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters on Apple TV? I did. That looks really good. I think Rex must be awake, and the puppy cam panned to the left for you to be in sync. Could be. Could be. All I know is there's a surprising amount of light that I'm putting onto him. Ooh, I wonder if I could... Let's see. What kind of flaring do we get here? Ooh. Well, that's a dirty lens. Good Lord. I gotta clean that up. Why is that so dirty? Oh, that may be my Komodo. Let's just start with this. As he wants to know what the heck that was. I got rid of a bunch of it. But ooh, look at that. Look at that frame. Boy, you can't make that frame up. I like that frame. All we need is the little select. Oh, he likes it too. He's like, ah. That was a cool frame, dude. Rex, my little DP. He's like, there's a light that's shining in my face. Can we do something about it? No, because this area I was not happy with. Are you going to... Whichever you'd like. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something. I know it. I know it was. Oh, here he goes with this. Oh, he's doing his frame again. Look at that. Look at that. Let me just... Oh, yeah. I like it. It's so menacing. But we're going to have to change the color, though. Oh, he's one of those one-off actors. He just won't sit still. Let's see what we can do here. He needs a little more light encouragement, I think. So let's see what we could do. Let's take this. Ding. Okay. We're going to bring it down. We're going to... we got bleeding over there? Oh, I see what that is. So let's take some blue. And we got to bring this down. So bring the background down. Wait. What is... That must be all the light leaking through here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, so we're not going to get to that. He's like, tired of you're constantly... Oh, he's just giving us the... There we go. There we go. Now we can play with his colors. So yeah, the infinity bar, that's a little too blue. Let's bring it up here. Yeah, I was just trying to get some color back here. Let's see here. How did we live before Citus? We did it very slowly. Why is everything coming up twice now? He is being a turkey. He's like, I know what you're doing. Let's see here. King, there will be a video, yes, waiting on a few cameos, but also, I did not purchase the Raptor yet. He's still holding out hope. You know what's funny about Puppy over here is that collar, it is him. If you take it off of him, he goes crazy. He's like, you've removed my identity disc. It's just like, that's me. There can be no other. So we only do it when we give him a bath, which is not as often as we should. Let's see, I'm gonna go to, let's go to Mutiny. Let's see how how his stock is going here. Come on, where's Mutiny? Right there. So we're gonna refresh. Oh, hello. Rex is like, I'm getting up. I'm done with this. Are we having pizza? You take the dough out, take one dough out, and then that's set for an hour. And then at 5:30, you can start the oven. He wants out. Okay, so we're having homemade delicious pepperoni pizza tonight. Oh my God, $157. Yeah, I think that's Shopify. Shopify, you have to put in like a bunch of different things. Oh, other note, for those of you who are interested in the Scotty's Smoky Pepper and Salt, very soon now, I should receive the laser engraver Monday. So I'll be etching some glass jars, and we'll get those up and running finally. How's the raw cuts? Let's see here. Michael Mann is shooting a sequel to Heat. The killer killed 2 hours that I can't get back. Did not care for it in the least. The killer killed 2 hours and I can't get back. See, I don't think it's quite that bad, but it's something. I thought it was slower. Greg says, reach out to me. It's a dumb Shopify. Yeah, you're not the only one who's ever said that. Shopify just has a weirdness about it. How's the Raw Cuts channel coming? It's getting closer. I would imagine our first video will come at December 1st, right around there. And it's going to be smoking a turkey. For audio, what timecode generator are you using? I am using the Deities. I really like them. Let me grab them. they work really well. They're very affordable, and they actually have a Black Friday deal right now. I think, yeah, they started it early. These little TC1s. I mean, if I were buying one, if I just needed time code, then I would just buy these. I think they're $179. I think on sale. Really a deal. They come with a cable. You need a variety of cables. But if I were trying to equip a multicam shoot just to have a good kit, I would get 3 of these and the timecode slate, which is this guy right here. I do have reviews on them, both of them on gotta turn it on. Deity works really, really well. It will also sync to this, which uses Citus audio. Their new wireless audio also has wireless sync in it. It's really slick. These are awesome, and they're relatively inexpensive. Basically, for the price of a slate from other companies, you can get a slate and 3 or 4 timecode devices, all for that price. Pretty slick. Yes, I'm getting into the laser game too. I am. It's I need to. I need to indeed. It's funny. I still subscribe to Peter McKinnon because I like the look of some of the stuff that he does. And it was funny. He was talking about this last video. He was talking about writing stuff down, and it's been a love-hate with me for writing stuff down. But I have lots of little books and field notes and all of those, as well as there's 2 other books that write in, and it's something I'm going to force myself to do a little bit more. But I dearly love fountain pens. If you've ever enjoyed the mechanicals of life, like a typewriter that you can't see anymore, fountain pens are awesome. And they're reasonably inexpensive. You don't need an expensive fountain pen. Like a Lamy Safari. They're like $20. Refillable. Excellent. Lots of good stuff. I started with draw something every day. Got lots of ideas. Success of a filmmaker. YouTube. All the different YouTubes. Gear reviews. Well, this is old. GH5. Why was I going to review that? The designs for things. My short film that I never did. I need to do it. So you can see that. It's called Scanner Paradox. If you like writing, get yourself a fountain pen. It changes the way you write. It really does. It makes you feel high class, like I want to write with my fountain pen, with my pinky out, because it writes better. Yes, okay. I don't know. This is just me. A lot of people they like the digital aspect of it. And Peter said one thing that was absolutely true. And it's something I've been aware of for a long time. You don't own anything on your phone. You can lose it like that. I mean, we printed out like every family photo that mattered, we would print. We have them all. We got them processed and printed because there's no replacement for that. Get you some nice ink to refill it. Yeah. It's so much fun. I don't know. What do y'all write stuff at all? Greg's Shopify bug. I can fix that for you. Did you buy the X tool? No. It's the laser pecker. It's the laser pecker 4. Frank? Hello, Frank. This is your gift. Thank you, sir. I'm enjoying your gift today. We opened it up with the "Hello, Frank" prop at the beginning. Is there a spot? No. It was an eyelash, though. That's really bothering me. Man, I'm looking forward to the EVF adapter. I am too. I'm wondering when they're going to release anything about that. Gregory says, thank you, Mike Sutton. I'll DM you on Facebook in a bit. Got glue in 9 or 10 fingers. Well, then your keyboard is also. Hello, Simon. How are you there, buddy? That's a lot of black books. It is. It was funny. I started writing in the books. Would be 2005, and I found one upstairs. I was looking through them, and it had all these ideas in there. I was like, I need to do those. If you have used, so the audio on Komodo X is something special. Really, really special. King, if you haven't watched my Komodo X review, I encourage you to watch it because I literally went through and did all of the scientific-ish tests on the audio to find out where the noise floor was, how much gain you could push through it to get clean audio. And you can actually run a Shure SM7B without a cloud lifter and pull the gain up and it be clean and usable. It's kind of shocking. Frank says, nice, enjoy. Looking at red kits, how does a top handle interact with a DSMC3 monitor and Komodo X top screen? So the top handle has an offset. I stand up straight and tall. I never been too tall. Is it on there? It's on there. Okay, let me show. Sorry. I just need to get this off again. So the top handle is on the V-RAPTOR 35 here, and it goes on top of the monitor mount. And then I have on top of that another mount that I use so that I could use the mid 49 ball because this is awesomeness. That new red one looks really good too. But you end up stacking them. It kind of feels convoluted that you're stacking so high, but it works. Hey, buddy, what's up? How you doing? I need to get back to the live stream though. You want to let me walk back? What did you walk through? What kind of bush was that? You got your bone? Give me that bone. Give me that bone. You see the bone? You see the bone? Want it? Nope, you can have it. You want it? You want it? No? Did you take it? No? Oh, you big goofball. Oh, y'all couldn't see. My chair was so rudely in the way. Let's see if we can find him now. That's not him. Let's see where he's going. Oh, he's walking by. Where's he going? You can see his rear end. Oh, he's going to lay back down. Hi, buddy. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's his shark. You can't see all of it, but let's see. We're going to have to tilt down just ever so slightly. Wrong way. You can go your own way. There we go. We just focus him up nicely. And he's like, dude, seriously? I mean, it's a 75. It's not, and he's really close. There he is with that frame again. Boy, he likes doing that frame. Yeah, I like that frame. That looks really cool. He's a natural. Did you see the new... No, I can't even say. I'm against. The guy literally broke his gimbal and got pepper sprayed. I did not see that. I have to look at that. You turkey. Does Komodo X audio blow away V-RAPTOR audio? Yes. I have not done the full gamut test on the V-RAPTOR Super 35 yet. That is actually really close now. I'm sad too, because that means it has to go back. I do not believe it has the new audio chips that are in the Komodo X, which is over there. King says, thanks, Scott. We'll watch after this stream. I encourage you. Why audio is so difficult on camera? Well, because it was never a thing. Cinema cameras do video and they do sync so that you have a good quality audio. That's the way it's always been. But we're getting smaller and smaller crews doing better and better movies. I mean, it's quite obvious. So it's kind of a natural thing that is coming around. And I'm very happy that Red does it. I hope in all new Red cameras they put at least the Komodo X audio, because people are going to love it. Creative on the Mend with Jeff Adams. Hello, Jeff. How are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in forever. I see you're doing well on your little channel. I see you're going to be bringing back the show. That's cool. You were like looking for a co-host. I was like, should I apply? And then you put, must be local. I must look at you and be in the same room. Always stipulations, Jeff. Always stipulations. Are those 49 watt hours useful besides compactness? It depends. I mean, they're useful. They're perfect for drone. They're perfect for putting them on a little gimbal or anything like that. On a Komodo X, I believe you get about 45 minutes of runtime on it. Not quite the little. If you remember, Ollie, you probably still have some. I have 6 of them somewhere over here. The original little red volts that you put in the handle of the Epic, you get like 12 minutes, something like that. I like those little 49s. They're really well built. I don't have any, but I can definitely see the use cases on them. I use the little Nano 90s from Core. They're really good. Are you sure, Gregory? I think it's like 45, because I can get about an hour and a half out of a 90, so 50 should give half. Thanks, Gregory. Ollie says, I dream for a day where I can monitor cam audio via AirPods. I know. I know. I feel like that can be done. I don't know why it's not. Man, he just keeps messing with my brain here. But he's really good at setting up that shot. You see that? He keeps doing it. He's going to move. What's up, buddy? You all right? You okay? Good boy. Should we swap it out? Let's give him a 25. It's going to show a bunch of crap on the floor, but I feel like the 75 is a bit much for where he is right now. So we're going to go all white here, folks. All white. That's the wrong way. You can go the wrong way. There we go. There's my leg. Isn't it pretty? Let's put this 75 back in its lovely spot. You gotta remember to go clean that lens. That's the 50. Every spot. There we go. All right, so we got a puppy cam. You see my Crocs? Yeah. They're so comfy. Can't believe I was an anti-Croc guy. Ollie's like, I dream for a day when I can use my Bluetooth. But honestly, we need Bluetooth lossless to make it really work. Jeff Adams says, ha ha ha. Brandon, Danny, well, you can't see the top screen with the handle, but man, it sure is nice. Yes. Ollie, don't dream it. Just do it. Now I have 2 channels with noise assist on my Mix Pre 6 version 2. Nothing compares. Invest in sound. It pays off. I mean, I don't disagree with you. The Mix Pre's fantastic. Exceptionally low noise floors. Like 100 decibels, negative 100 decibels. It's really low. I have the Zoom F8N Pro, which is surprisingly good. They just keep getting better and better with it. And yeah, I mean, there's no replacement for good, high quality audio and a sound person. But when you're on the go and you need, I mean, Komodo X is actually starting to shape up to be a nice little run and gun documentary cam. The only thing they're not going to be able to fix is the boot time. I just don't see how they would be able to, but it's getting the face detect autofocus. Pretty nice. I have 12 red volts. Amazing for hot swapping. Love that design. Yeah, I had those you have to take care of. You had to charge them very specifically or they would die. I had 2 die right off the bat, and then I learned badly. But in fairness, Red actually swapped them for me. I was very thoughtful of them. Well before I ever knew Jared or anybody else. They were just Red. I know this is a low-end question. Have you toyed with the Osmo Pocket 3? No, I have not toyed with the Osmo Pocket 3. It's actually really cool. Like, really cool. definitely should check it out. There will be a review coming shortly. I was just talking to Ollie about it, that it's kind of embarrassing. I have not used it as much as I need to. But I did start to do it today when I was doing the lighting, because that's one of those perfect use cases for it. It's very good. It's really cool. I think it's the perfect on-the-go camera. Yeah, and the microphone, fantastic. It's really good. If you buy one, use one of my affiliate links down below. Well, you need to power down to make the lens switch? You do not need to power down to make a lens swap at all. There is no reason to. There's no faults. There's no weaknesses. It's solid. No need to power down that. Is that really the moon? Yes, I took that picture. I took that picture with my telescope, which is in there on the floor, and a camera. Very good. Can I just put it up? Yeah, there you go. There's the moon. That is my photo. I was very proud of it. And then there's that photo. I liked a lot. That's kind of my future, my destiny is I want to live where the trees are pretty, they get covered in snow, and there's mountains and stars all around. There you go. Let's see here. Yeah, you can hot swap on red. Yep. The electricity running to the sensor can attract air particles. I won't do it. So that's the OLPF. The OLPF is literally a piece of glass across the front, so you're not actually ever endangering the sensor. And if you do, just get one of those things, and it does wonderful. There's also no airflow that goes through there, so as long as dust is not blowing into it, you're not generating any issue there. The airflow only goes through the sealed heatsink portion of the camera. I believe Red said it's okay in the mount. Yes, it's totally fine. Trying to decide between the KX starter pack or the production. Let me look at those. As I always piece everything myself, so let's see. I want to see what they are. I'll give you my 2 cents, which is literally worth 2 cents. Shop cameras. Komodo X. Starting at, we have 4 options. Click. There we go. So we've got the production pack and the starter pack. So the starter pack gives you 2 of the batteries. Those are 50s. Gives you the 2 extra wide ribs and the good handle. I like the handle. The only thing I don't like about that handle is the weight. It weighs a lot. Then you get 2 cards. Getting Safe Express. What are you getting in there? Where does it say? And you get 15% off. Dude, that's a deal. Included. There we go. So you get camera. You get 2 of those 1 terabyte cards. Great cards, by the way. 2 Red Volt Nanos. Are those the 90s or they the 50s? Those are the 50s, right? Those are, yeah, 49s. 2 of the Nanos, okay. V-mount charger, compact, yep. The wing grips, outrigger handle, the single adapter, yep. Time code cable, yep. That's a good kit. Starter pack is good. Production pack. Okay, so the production pack gives you the big all of the above and the good red handle and the audio. If you are going to run anything other than nano batteries, then that is a good kit to buy. The production pack, because you're going to get that big I/O off the back that gives you everything. If you are not or not ready, then you could do the starter and then pick up like the Mutiny expansion. Or if you want the mid 49, you get the mid 49. Or there's quite a few of them that are really good, and you get no batteries on that one, so keep that in mind. But you do get that crazy cool full size V-mount adapter with breakouts, and you get their XLR. That handle, I really like that handle. And that comes with a monitor. Does the starter pack come with? No, starter does not come with. Okay, I see here. Yeah, I'm highly inclined to push you towards the production pack, mostly because the monitor. So you get the I/O, which is really good, but that monitor is really good. I'm really impressed with the small HD DSMC3 monitor, which is on the V-RAPTOR right now. It is very good, and 15% off. That's no joke. I mean, that's $225. No, it's not $225. That's $2,250. Because when I said $225, I was like, that just doesn't seem like much of a deal. $2,250 off of that. That's a heck of a deal. Let's see here. Checking. That was the Vegas right now is just like crazy. They I was reading that the airport was charging $3,000 just to land this weekend, which is kind of not cool considering that's a public utility. In Reducation, they said it's a big no-no. Way back in the day. I never got to take the Reducation. I really want to. Yeah, I've swapped. I'm going to ask. I'm going to get you straight from the man himself, Carlos, and everybody else. Yeah, I've swapped. I have never powered off to do it. Went back in the day. So I asked the question. Okay. There we go. I said, is it ever a problem to hot swap lenses on any red powered on? The answer is the red one, yes. So the red one had a problem. So maybe if you went all the way back, Carlos, to the red one, that's probably where you got that information. That makes more sense. He said they staggered the power connections on the iData on the mounts, so that allowed them to hot swap now. Said there are some adapters that can cause problems if they're not done properly. If the adapters are not done properly. Let's see here. Do they come with these? Yeah. So yeah, King or Brandon, The big one does. Let's see. Only production back. Yeah, I honestly believe that DSMC 3 monitor is worth it. Sutton says best practice not to do it. The monitor makes an incredible difference. I agree with that. I'm mainly going to be operating the cam and recording myself. Thought I could get away with using. You can. I mean, the app is really good. It really, really is good. With Komodo X, you can plug straight into it. It has USB-C. I mean, if you're on a budget, I get it. If you can afford the production pack with your 15% off, and you have some V-mount batteries, that is a strong, strong win. Really is. That's the one doing 360. One doing 360. I don't know which one that one is. Ollie posted a link. Ollie's like the only person besides me that can post a link. Yeah, the Komodo X, you totally can. If you're filming anyone else or have something run and gun, as they say, monitor has made a world of difference. So like Komodo, I mean, there's obviously no, there was a small HD one that you could buy that would do it, and I never got on that one. On DSMC 2, I absolutely loved it. When DSMC 3, using this one, I was like, I'm not really sure if I wanted it. And a couple of people were talking about it, and I was actually watching Brandon, our friend. Of course, the name goes Tyler. Tyler had done a review on it, and I was like, okay, so there's a cool couple of things on there that I liked. So I decided I would gamble it. There is no question in my mind at this point that it's worth the money. There's no question. It is absolutely fantastic. It is everything that a high-end small HD monitor is, and everything you want a red interaction to be. All from one little cable that is not USB-C. So don't make that mistake. With the Komodo X digital Canon, okay, why does it keep shifting? Okay, I plan to get the monitor, so I should probably get it off the bat. I mean, you're getting 15% off that monitor. Think about it. That's a deal. That open air, big sky sounds like Texas. No, we don't have those kind of mountains, and we don't have those kind of trees, and we rarely get snow. Montana, Idaho, Alaska, that's what I'm talking about. If you could save money on it, like with this deal, I would do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put pressure on you. Seriously, don't take pressure. But I don't know how long the sale is good for. But if you have the money and you're ready to go, I don't think I would sleep too much longer on it. Make your decision and be okay with your decision. And I mean, that's a deal. Sutton says, I think Carlos is really referring to the possibility to contact short, not so much particles. Right, I got you. Hey, Alan, how's it going? It's good to see you, Masters of Motion. We'll see each other again, I'm sure of it. Danny says, Komodo X, excluding cine lenses, what would your top choices be for an everyday driver's zoom? Contrast Sigma 18-35, adapted 28-70, and the new 24-105 2.8. Interview use critical. I suspect the 24 to 105 2.8 is going to be the winner. It's a huge lens. It's big, but I suspect that's going to be a winner. Non-city lenses. I really, really like the 18 to 35 Sigma. It is still one of my top all-time lenses. The 28 to 70. So I rented that one. It is a beautiful lens. Beautiful. But here's the negative. The difference between 24 to 70 and 28 to 70 is huge on Komodo X. On VistaVision, not so much. So I think 24 is probably the wide where is this cap coming off here? I don't think I would go any. I don't think I would do 28. I can't get the word out. 24, I would be on my base, which is why I like the 18 to 35 so much, because it's literally like a 24 to 24 to 50 is kind of what it is. Equivalent full frame on Komodo X. I'm already saving money by going Komodo X and waiting a little longer to get Raptor. Sorry. I mean, Komodo X is something special. Ask Ollie. He was saying at the beginning, he completely agrees there's something special about Komodo X. I can't wait for Ollie's full report on it when he says, Scott, I know you're right. I don't get to say it often enough. Komodo X is mind-blowingly good. This is the way I'll put it. Komodo, I love Komodo. It's great camera, but it has some shortcomings. And those don't exist on Komodo X at all. At all. And you get way more on it. Komodo X is special. If they take a Komodo X sensor and successfully stretch it out to a VistaVision and put it in whatever, that thing is going to sell like you wouldn't believe. 8K, if it's 8K global shutter, I mean, it's going to be one of the most popular, if they do it. I don't know if they're going to do it. I'm sure they're working on something like that. Why wouldn't they? It's special. But I'll tell you, after going to Ford, I'm going to skip on the Bronco Raptor. They are tripping. They are definitely tripping. They're insane. All the dealers went crazy. They're like, oh, something we could charge a premium on? No, they got to quit. I swap all the time, no issues. I do too. I didn't own the Red One, but I have never, on any camera I've ever owned, turned it off to swap power. Turned it off to swap lenses. Ollie says, wow, imagine waiting an hour to change a lens on the Red One. I mean, I guess that's what you had to do back then. I have the small HD 5-inch ultra monitor. Love it. Very cool. Thanks for the breakdown, Scott. Production pack, it's the better deal for me. Think I'll go V-mount, even though I keep hearing, if you're serious about film, go gold mount. That is not true. It is only true in Hollywood, and it's only true in news, in American news, and East Coast. Everywhere else in the United States, every other production except Hollywood, and everywhere else in the world, V-mount rules. And there is no problem of V-mounts popping off unless you have the junkiest V-mount on the junkiest mount. If it's a good quality V-mount, and a good quality mount. Komodo X's mount is something special. It's machined. It goes kathunk, thunk. I should do a music video on the kathunk on that. It is awesome. I think you will get snow next year. You might be right. You might be right. I do like it when it snows here. When we get the snow here, it's almost always the big giant flakes that come down. I loved that. When I was a kid in Nashville, when we get that snow, oh my God, that was awesome. King, you won't regret it. Oh, Ollie, fun news. With YouTube just changed their monetization policy again. Now I can twerk on my channel and still be monetized. So twerking Santa coming. I don't think I could do that actually. I literally can't twerk because I can't move my back like that. With the SP3s, there's no context to short. This is true. Agree. 28 to 70 f2 is awesome, but it's heavier. Oh God, yeah, it's heavy. And I mean, there is no question in my mind that it is a better lens than practically all of them, other than maybe the primes. It's so good. But if you're not full frame, and everything I was shooting was Super 35, you notice it. You're like, whoa, that's really close. Carlos says, everyone that I know who owns a Komodo X is very, very happy with it. I think that is church. Preach. I don't really know of anybody that dislikes Komodo X. I can't think of a negative review. Yeah. Friend is selling his and keeping his Komodo X, which is crazy to me. I hear you. Carlos, wow. The new Sony A9 Mark whatever 8K video? No, it can't do 8K video because it's only a 24 megapixel sensor, 26 megapixel. It can't do 8K. It can only do 6. So it's a down converted 6:4. And it'll be nice, but we still don't know what the drawback is. When you do global shutter on a CMOS sensor, there is downgrade that happens. That's why we have not seen them much before. Komodo, 15 stops was like, whoa, that was the first one in a long time that could do that. Everybody else is always in the 12 or less area. Or had some funkiness to it. The Komodo X comes out with 16.5-ish plus. I'm going to say it. I'm going to wait for Ollie to say it. I'm going to say, I think Komodo, well, how can I wait for Ollie to say it? I'm going to wait for Ollie to agree. No, I'm not going to wait. Ollie's going to agree. I think Komodo X is closer to 17. Just based on Dragon comparing. Don't even pay attention to what City D is saying on that one. The face autofocus is very usable too. And I was using it with the top screen and relied on the AF. Yeah, and it's in alpha technically. The face tracking in camera on Komodo is more of an alpha. In V-RAPTOR it's a beta. And it's surprising. Gold mount is absolutely true in ENG environments. Oh, I know. When I worked at ABC, it was gold mount, gold mount, gold mount, gold mount. But everything I said is true. I can confidently say that I have never powered down my Red 1 to swap a lens in 15 years that I own it. Ooh, Gregory. Now I need to get my hands on a Red 1. I need somebody, it would cost a fortune, Gregory, for me to borrow yours if that was possible. Someone with a Red 1, reach out to me. I want to review it. I have never gotten to shoot on a Red 1, and I want to. Get Rex to twerk. No, we had him fixed before he ever started air twerking. So F4, though, is lighter. F4. Which one? Oh, the F4. Oh, yeah. F4 lens. Yes, it is. Ollie says, just to confirm, I don't enjoy nor condone twerking Sandra. I simply brought it up in conversation. I don't know, Ollie. You bring it up a lot. I have to go like do some yoga stretches to get twerking Santa going. Yep. So 3 new RF primes coming. Yeah, I think Canon is kind of getting it going. I'm curious if the 24 to 105 2.8 is going to have hard stops on the focus ring. No, because it's all electronic. What I am curious about, though, is why on the 28 to 105 is the toggle not variable? They have 2 different toggles, and neither of them are variable. So it's set a zoom speed, and you go, that blows my mind. King says, Scott can't twerk, but Creepy can. That's true. Creepy can get away with it. Creepy can do that. If it may be lighting, but it's telescoping, and that alone is, I mean, almost all are telescoping, with the exception of the 24 to 105. All of theirs are telescoping. Even their 70 to 200 is telescoping. I mean, if City D says X, it is X because E. I mean, Carlos, you're still the man. You're still the one going, the X factor of Komodo. And then, poof, we get a Komodo X. It's like, what in the world? Did you have a fortune on the back of your prop, Carlos? Carlos gets credit for like the decade for that call out. That was awesome. Good mount, the android of battery mounts. Ooh. No, that's a tough one though, because the Android is actually like the number one mount or number one phone in all of the world. Danny says, "Are we pizza oven almost good?" Yeah, what's temperature? You gotta the pizza steel and let me know. Danny says Komodo X paired with the 24 to 105 looks like it would require rails and lens support. I don't think so, because you got that locking RF. Did you really just do that, dog? That was just mean. That's just mean, man. That's just mean. What are those boxes of? I love that line in Mel Gibson movie. Well, that's just mean, man. Shooting a man's alligator luggage. Canon has a lens holder, but no clarity on what it's used for. Yeah. I don't know that you actually would. I don't think it's that big. It just depends on how much you hustle and bustle with it. There's something special about the Mysterium sensor. I don't know. I never really loved the Mysterium sensor, but I'll have to figure that out. Frank and Ollie. They'll eventually turn. There's only one authority on DR testing, and it rhymes with Bill Bolland. Yes, I agree. Bill Bolland is the Bill Bolland knows how to properly use those the brand. I can't remember the name. The chart, and he's actually offered helping them how to do it right, and they're not listening. So I would imagine the problem is that if they changed and did it properly, then every other measurement would be bogus. And so now they're just sticking with what they're doing. I don't know, let's guess. Komodo OG plus 24 to 105 f4 on speed booster is 282. Ha, that's true. Yeah, the 24 to 105 though, Luca, the f4, I was looking really strongly at it. And it is, what's the wording? It's not special. It's not super great. It's not bad in any way, but it's not super great. It's an L glass, but I was not as impressed with it as I wanted it to be because I thought that would have been perfect. The hope here is that the 24 to 105 f2.8 is not going to be similar. I would save me from buying a V-RAPTOR regular. That's correct. I'll take it. That's a no. Hey, Tyler. I'm guessing using Canon is looking out for the RF mount on the RF. So the RF mount can handle a lot, way more than we know. I mean, they're not going to put something out that's going to break their own cameras with the lens foot, right? Xyla chart. Yes, the Xyla 21. That's the one. And it has to be done very, very specifically. Bill Bolland, he told me how to do it. I would love to get my hands on a Xyla chart. I can't afford it, and I don't think I'm big enough for Xyla to be interested, but we'll put it on our list of things to help my reviews be better for everyone, because I think it's important. With that autofocus, it reaches. Yeah, right now it does. You talk about on the Komodo X. 24 to 105 2.8 weighs 3 pounds, considering the length, which translates into leverage, as they did on the movie. That's a fairly serious load on the mount. Yes and no. Let me put it this way. At what point does Canon have you mount the camera to the lens and you secure the lens? That point is not the 70 to 200 on the EFs. It's actually just above that when you get into the bigger boys. Then you mount the camera on the back and you mount the lens to your tripod. So that 70 to 200, it's just locked away. That's not a lightweight lens. How much does that weigh? Let's find out. Inquiring minds want to know. BH photo, yeah. Canon 70 to 200 EF. I guarantee that thing it's got to weigh in that 3 pound range. Specs. Can I have the specs, please? There's no specs? Oh, there they are. We are talking 3.26 pounds. So on that, it does have a foot, but they don't require you to mount that one. Got to be with Canon City engineers, and we are preparing a presentation with the lens cuffs. So if you have any questions about the RF mount, let me know. Yeah, what can it do? How much you want to bet Gregory gets NDA'd and he comes back and goes, I can't tell you. Let's see, 355. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna cut it here in 5 minutes, because the pizza steel is at 355. That means it's going to be up to probably about 470, 500 when I get in there and get my dough all pulled out. So we're doing bigger pizzas today. So I took my dough recipe and we 1.5'd it so that we can stretch further. Because right now I can only get about a 16-inch pie out of it with a good crust. I want 18 inches. 24 to 105. How many versions we have on the market? Mark 1 and Mark 2, or only Mark 1? I think there was only ever one of the 24 to 105. 24 EF Mark 2 is much better than the Mark 1, yes. And there's Mark 3, but I don't love the 24 to 105 or 24 to 70 Mark 2. I have the Mark 2. I don't love that lens. It's kind of boring to me. Will they license locking RF? That's what we all want and need for video. I would like, the stationary, so lenses stay in place. How was the wedding? It was great. It was fun. It was small and cute, and I loved it. It was awesome. They got married. It went off without a hitch, or actually it went off with a hitch. Ori discussed the load-bearing ability of the RF mount, and it's designed to handle quite a bit. I'm having second thoughts on the 200 to 800 RF lens. Ooh, that's such a big lens. I really liked the 100 to 500. That was a cool lens. It was really cool. And now that Carlos has taught me that I can adjust the speed, I might end up with one of those. What I need to do is I need to get a full frame Canon when they come out with R5C Mark II, and then we're going to be happier. And then we'll start investing. RF is open for licensing since it came out. Yes, I completely agree. They have never held back, just like Red has never held back. You can license compressed RAW from Red. You can license the RF mount from Canon. Case in point, Red has a Canon RF. Thinking PL adapter. Yep. Here says, my alarm just went off. It's time to hit the... That's right. How many do we have? We have... How many likes? We have 10 likes? That's all? Wow. Speaking of locking mounts, so we're all good with the StreamYard. I think I want to keep doing this because I want to bring the guests on. We'll get Carlos on here. We'll get all these fun people on here. We'll chat up a storm. We'll have Gregory back on. He can tell us all the good skinny on the RF. Speaking of locking mounts, I can't believe Canon didn't utilize their flash locking mount system for other accessories. Yeah, good point. RF 24 to 105 2.8 seems like a better match to the Komodo X than the V-RAPTOR VistaVision due to pronounced vignetting at 20. Yeah, I saw that. But no comment. I think the 24 to 105 2.8 and a Komodo X are like the power couple. I mean, that lens is going to be perfect for it. I can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait to see what it actually does versus what we hope it does. And yeah, all the good things. All right. Any last questions? Any last questions before I get in there and make my delicious pizza? Because I'm hungry. Enjoy the pies. Oh, we're making pies tomorrow night too. We got on the conversation at the wedding about a Thanksgiving pie. What do you put on a pizza to make it a Thanksgiving pizza? And I obviously turkey has to be on there, and I definitely the cranberry sauce for a little bit of that sweet on top. But everything else for Thanksgiving is all starches, which is the crust. So what do we do? Huh? So I've seen Red map Canon lenses and at times gives us better than what Canon did. Yes, that is a proper statement there. I don't want to go any further on that. Other than the lack of proper rocker on this. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. Why? And they have two versions. One of them is $500 more, and you still don't get it. A gravy drizzle. Ooh. Alabama white sauce gravy drizzle. Jalapenos. I I like jalapenos, but that doesn't scream Thanksgiving. It would be interesting, though, to season the sauce like stuffing would be. Sprinkle giblets all over. Enjoy the pizzas. Vignettes at 24, only at VistaVision, not at 16 by 9. Yeah, that's true. VistaVision is a very wide thing. Cranberry and chestnut pizza. I don't know. Everyone go and do their homework on it, and let me know what you think. I will be doing a live stream on next Friday too, so we will Black Friday. If anybody wants to join, fine. If no one, I'll just talk to myself. You know I can do it. Pizza and jalapenos is all that came to. Ooh, I don't know. Green beans? No, I don't think so. And you can't do mashed potatoes. I don't know how to do yams or sweet potatoes. How would you do that on? There's got to be a way, and I bet it's going to be delicious. And we'll see if that's on December 1st. No, it's going to be smoking a turkey. But that would be a fun one to kick off a little late. But Thanksgiving pizza for Christmas, you know. All right. I wish, Danny, I wish I was big enough. One day, maybe, I would love to demo it and talk about what it can do and what it can't do. But we don't do Thanksgiving here. We take everything for granted. Well, I mean, that's kind of like rocks. You know, some people say it's marble. Other people take it for granted. Yeah. That's a dad joke. Jalapenos for Thanksgiving sounds weird. Pizza, tuna, black olives, and oregano. You will love it. Tuna on a pizza? I mean, now you got my brain going now. Now Carlos is going to make me try jalapenos on a pizza. I can't do the black olives, though. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for the live stream. Carlos, thanks for hanging out. Thank you all for hanging out. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful weekend. Enjoy some pizza with jalapenos on it. And, yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, all the good things, and support down below. If you're shopping for Black Friday, I would appreciate if you use the Amazon links or the B&H links, if you like it. Everyone have a fantastic weekend, and as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. Hey, he's asleep. You don't know that I'm watching you. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.